All right, so what do we think this company is actually worth here? So we're looking at BMW. BMW just paid a dividend of $5.75, right? So we're going to break this down a little bit. They just paid the dividend of $5.75, which means that is D0, okay, is $5.75. And their dividend next year, D1, is going to be $7.19. And the required return on this stock is going to be 29%. Okay, so that's a relatively high required return, but I'm assuming this has a high growth rate, right? This is probably going to be a high growth rate. So we're trying to figure out what this stock is worth today. So we're given R, we're given D0, we're given D1, but we don't have enough information to use the basic constant dividend model in perpetuity. We have to use here is the Gordon growth model, right, which is equal to D1 divided by R minus G. So what we have is that we have D1, which is 719, and that is divided by R minus G, which is 0.29 minus G, which what is G? How do we find that? Well, we can find that through the aspect right here, which is the change from the expected change in dividends between now and 1 year from now, right? That is an estimate, right, is an estimate between the 7.19 and the 5.75. So we know that D1 is equal to D0 multiplied by 1 plus G. Okay, so D0 is going to be 575. D1 is 7.19 multiplied 1 plus G. And then we multiply that through. So we have the 5.75 plus 5.7. Okay, and we're just basically all we're doing here is we are just solving for G, right? So we subtract the 575 off of both sides, so we have 1.44 equals 5.75 G, and so G is equal to 25%. Yeah, so I mean, we found that at that growth rate at that 25% because we are given the information between D0 and D1. And we can just throw that number right up here into this. So we have that 0.25. And then we do the math here. And so that's telling us that our current price here is going to be $179.75. Okay. So this didn't give us everything that we needed to just plug it right in. We had to do a little bit of thinking about the problem and the information that we were provided in order to come up with the actual solution.